I want to give you prospective spies, witches too, no, just spies, prospective spies that want to work for the CIA. I want to give you a little lesson in tradecraft. This is tradecraft at the very most important area, which is interrupting the signals that are used by the networks. So the idea is you need to locate where their signals are emanating from, realize who's relaying the signals, who's the control, and when you do that, you try to detect when critical signals are being sent as opposed to just routine maintenance kind of signals like, hey, I need to get paid, god damn it, I need to get paid, you know, shit like that. So when you hear that, then you say, well, that's not important, but it could be important because maybe they need a payday because they know they're going to die because they're fucking martyrs, and motherfuckers like that are very dangerous. Anybody that's willing to die for their cause, and especially if they're a fucking goddamn fanatic, then you need to pay attention to them. Anyway, that's it. But the idea is look for how the messages are being sent. Look at the weapons they employ. Like, what kind of weapons do they employ? Well, there's this one film called The International. Films are great instruction mechanisms. But anyway, in The International, there's this arms dealer, this actually a bank that's running kind of like a scam. It's using their monetary clout to fund well, Arab nations who have been on destroying Israel. Anyway, so what happens is in The International, I think Clive Owen is the star in the film. There's a female star too, but I don't know her name. Don't remember her name. Anyway, Clive Owen is outside standing watch while one of his Clive Owen is standing. Oh, Clive Owen is in a taxi or a limousine with an informant. And this informant is telling them they're going to, tells this Interpol agent that they're going to tell all. They're going to reveal the whole thing. They're going to tell everything about what they know about the the international arms trade and the particular portion that this bank is being used as a dummy. So when he exits the limo or the car, he goes across the street and he flags down his partner who's basically been standing watch. Anyway, so him and his partner are in communication with cell phones. Cell phones are also interesting in terms of tradecraft. They can be used basically to not signal someone. You can say, I am not going to call you. Of course, that means I'm going to call you. It's very important. But so what happens is he's crossing the street. As he crosses the street, somebody brushes by him, just barely touching him. And of course, introduces a toxic element into his body, and he constantly starts to foam at the mouth, have a heart attack, and dies right on the fucking spot. This is a traceless toxin that introduced because of the very nature of the business. So remember, if you're walking down the street and you think you're safe, you're a goddamn fool. You're not safe. Nobody's safe. Because everyone has the weapons, everyone has the toxins, everyone has the craft. Now, if you're a witch, or let's say you deal in black magic, now there's good witches and there's bad witches. The good witches, of course, are the ones that help me, Satan. And the bad witches are the motherfuckers that help the goddamn fanatics. So anyway, there you have it. So tradecraft is basically a term coined by a man that wrote spy novels in the early 70s. So here's an example. I'm walking down the street in Seattle, Washington. Today's date is the 25th of May, 2012. I'm looking around, looking at stuff. I see a bent piece of metal, right? Now it's bent in kind of odd fashion, see? It's bent so that the 13 is covered. Now, what does that mean? Well, think about when you were in school. Alphanumeric matches. All right, if A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, 4 is D, all the way down to 26, which is Z. Now, what does the CIA stand for? Central Intelligence Agency. What do the acronym CIA reduce to in terms of numbers? Reduces to 13. Now, how do you do that? Well, you have a C, which is of course 3. You have an I, but you don't really use the I. You use the I as a 1. It's another portion of tradecraft that you need to be aware of. So there's 3, and there's 1, and then there's A. Alright, so that's basically how it works out. So the CIA basically reduces to the number 13. I mean, in reality. So if you hear the number 13, think of the CIA. Why? Because the CIA is unlucky. It has a fucking nasty goddamn job to do. It's like I do. Anyway. So anyway, so like you're walking down the street and you see somebody painted some graffiti somewhere. Maybe they just scratched something. Like here's a little scratch. What does that scratch look like? It looks like the Eiffel Tower. You can actually make any kind of message available to all your network just by scratching on a fucking pole. I mean, it's simple. I mean, somebody walking by the pole looks at it. They say, oh, Paris, of course. We're going to try Paris. What are we going to do in Paris? We're going to bomb the subway system. Why? Well, because if we do that, it makes a really big mess. So anyway, it's all part of the game. It's not the game of life. That's a child's game. This is a real game. It's a serious game with all kinds of serious goddamn shit going on. Anyway, that's how you do it. I mean, it's like I'm looking at a little pamphlet. It looks like Jesus, but Jesus looks like he's upside down. Oh my God, Jesus is upside down. Well, who, my friend, who was crucified upside down according to the Holy Script? Paul, St. Paul, who was formerly Saul. So, you got to connect the dots. Well, where is Paul? Well, Paul is, of course, in Italy. Where did Paul go when he died? He went to Rome. Where is Rome? Italy. So therefore, you can think of Rome, Paris. So you're thinking about a European site for a terror attack. All you have to do is just connect the dots. It's not that hard. The problem is not everyone has the ability. So those who do have the ability, in a way I kind of wish they didn't, because having it makes them kind of ornery and nasty and mean and pissed off. That's me. I'm all pissed off and mad. And, like I just made a little video about my desire to eliminate the planet Earth because it was a menace to navigation for spacecraft. So I said, let's get rid of the planet Earth, just completely wipe it out, just make it disappear. And then, of course, spacecraft can go through the air and go through the space and travel through the dimensions of time and everything. And not have to worry about the goddamn planet because it won't be here. So anyway, that's it. But my problem, since I learned about this goddamn shit, I didn't always know about it, even though I think I did. Secretly, I did know about it. Means you have to constantly pick up shit. I mean, literally pick up shit. And some of the shit you pick up you don't want. Like, not too long ago, I'd say about 15 minutes ago, maybe 10 minutes ago, I picked up something. Now, what did I pick up? I picked up a virus. I picked up a virus. It went right through my nose, up to my brain, and it's badly affecting my speech. It'll eventually be eliminated because my body has the ability, mostly because it has an inherent good quality defense system, to eradicate the virus. But while the virus is in play in my body, I'm affected. Eventually it'll be eliminated. But somebody comes along later on, you know, some monkey fuck will come along, introduce a new virus into my system. Now they have a constant supply of viruses, constant toxins. They have, I don't know, anything you eat or drink, anything you touch, anything you breathe, anything you see can potentially cause you to be, well, put in a position where you're going to either die or fall over or otherwise be out of commission. Well, the thing is, if you work for the federal government, you do not want to be out of commission. No. You want to stay active, on the alert. So anyway, that's it. The only way to stay clear of it is to stop. Smell the roses, or the flowers, or the trees. Sometimes touching a biological thing has an inherent good quality to it. Its essence brings to you a sense of healing. So the only way to heal myself sometimes is just to touch something that I know is pure and undefiled. I mean, literally, almost like, it's almost like, you know, Catholic mysticism in a way. I mean, it's very much like that. You know, but you got to figure out what's pure and what's vile. So anyway, now birds are pure. Anyway, I gotta curtail this because I have to go somewhere. Anyway, I hope you understood the trade craft. It is literally laying at your feet every fucking day. And, oh, another interesting film you should definitely watch if you're interested in being an operations officer with the CIA is Body of Lies. Because it evokes the idea that everything runs like it was the fucking Stone Age. It doesn't run on modern time. And it runs on fucking primitive, stupid-ass, motherfucking Stone Age time. There's all these motherfucking monkeys, you know, that's all they are, fucking goddamn monkeys. Somebody rides herd on them, but they're just fucking monkeys. Anyway, I'm gonna stop doing the rant. I see the red light is on. Anyway, this is Operations Officer Hannah Osborne, codename Windfall, in Seattle, Washington. And I have to go see a man about a horse.